Today, we are going to be taking a look at the most overpowered OP blocks in Minecraft 1.17. Now, this netherite behind me, it looks nice, but this was not released in 1.17. It ain't new, okay? Get out of here, netherite. Psh, psh, psh. Okay, we are gonna be covering only blocks that were introduced in 1.17, the newest version of Minecraft. So let's get into it. Number 1, starting off. What is this in the distance? The first OP blocks. The first block that I want to talk about is not stone. Okay, you may be fooled by my stone setup here, but it's just to illustrate a point. It is deepslate. Deepslate was introduced in 1.17, obviously. And you may be thinking to yourself, OP, okay, deepslate, okay, not really overpowered. Like, there's no power to this block. Why is this overpowered? And the answer is because of how much love it got. Oh my gosh. Deepslate is a very new block, and anytime we get new blocks, a lot of times, you know, they basically catch this block up to have stairs and slabs and walls and all the things that, you know, the old blocks have. Now, deepslate got a lot of love in 1.17. Taking a look at stone, these are all the variations of the stone block, right? You would think that there was like so many things that you could do with a block that's been around for as long as stone has. Since the very beginning, you got your stone, you got your cobblestone, you got your smooth stone, you got your bricks, you got your mossy cobblestone, your mossy bricks, your cracked bricks, your chiseled stone, and of course, all of the ores. But if you look at basically the same, you know, situation over here on deepslate, you got your deepslate, you have your cobbled deepslate, you have your polished deepslate, you got your bricks, you got your cracked version of that, then you have tiles, and you have cracked version of that, and then you have the chiseled deepslate as well as all of the ores. It's basically a 1-to-1 with stone. If you count these up, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the ores over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the ores. It is just crazy to me that a brand new block got all the textures, all of the slabs, all of the stairs, all of the walls when it was brand new, and it can be used in crafting recipes as well. Number 2. Next, is it even a block? I have made a rant video all about powdered snow already, but it does basically create a block in Minecraft, even though I made the argument that this isn't a block at all, because it's not a block. It's like a bucket instead of a block. A block, by the way, is just anything that takes up space. So even like an item frame, even though I'm not doing that, or a button, you know, that's a block. It takes up a block of space. Anyway, we're getting technical. So, powdered snow. Why is this OP? Ton of reasons why this is a crazy OP block in Minecraft. First off, you step into it and you start to freeze. It even has a HUD animation, an overlay. If I was in survival mode, then my hearts are blue, which nothing else is. I mean, it's just got like a lot of art associated with it, which is really, really cool. It kills mobs. It acts like no other block in that you can pick it up with a bucket. It has crazy behavior stuff where you need leather armor in order to really use it. I mean, this block basically has so much to it that it's insane. I mean, it is just absolutely insane how much has been built into the powdered snow block. I guess when Jeb said snowier snow, he was not messing around. One of the most OP things is that you can basically bridge to infinity with just 2 blocks because, and I mentioned this in my powdered snow video, which you guys should check out, because you can pick up the block from below. Because you can do that and no other block is like that, you can, you know, basically go anywhere with this block with just 2 of them, which is really, really cool. Now, if you could place it on the bottom of the block, that'd be really, really crazy. But you can even do things like this, where you move along the edge. If you're good. And remember also that crouching on this is like a no-go. So I wonder even what will happen if I crouch Oh, yeah, I fall through. So this is a crazy block because you can defy gravity with it and all the other things that I mentioned. But the behavior of this is unlike anything else in Minecraft. Number 3. Next, we are going to look at this. Glowberries, or as they're known in the F3 menu, cave vine plant. So the cave vine plant is a block. Obviously, it's taking up a block. Look at that hitbox. That is a block. And it is placed using the glowberries. And anytime there's a new type of light source, I lose my mind. I absolutely love it.
Waffles, there's a new light source in Minecraft.
But this is definitely OP for a few reasons. One is that it's a light source. But number 2, it's not just a light source, it's also a food source. If you're in survival and you're hungry, you can eat glowberries, just like with sweet berries. You can eat them. They don't recover a lot, but they do recover a bit. And the fact that once they're down, once you've placed them around, you can just slap it with bone meal and make a new light source, a hanging light source close to a ceiling, a really organic looking light source. That is way cool and definitely something that Minecraft didn't have before. And so I put it in the overpowered category, being food, being light, and being awesome. Number 4. Now, I've covered this before. We're moving on to the next one, and that is the actual light block. Okay, I went crazy over glowberries just because they produce a little bit of light. Well, this block in particular is awesome, and I mean, this is like the definition of overpowered. It is something you can only get in creative mode. It makes light out of thin air. It can be used in map making and all sorts of stuff. And it just it makes light. It makes light out of nothing. It is incredible. When I'm in survival mode, I have no idea. I have no idea where it is. I mean, even if I don't have it in my hand, it works like barrier blocks on Java Edition, where if you hold it in your hand, you can see where the light is coming from. On the Bedrock Edition, you don't get that option. Sorry for those on Bedrock Edition. But if I was in survival mode, I would have no idea where this light block is. I think this is really cool. I love it. Why didn't this exist before? Because adding light in creative ways in the creative menu is just way cool. You don't have to hide your torches. You don't have to hide some light emitting block inside of your builds if you have access to the creative inventory and commands. Very overpowered. Number 5. And the last block that I feel like is overpowered is the moss block. Yes, the moss block, because this is the gateway to all sorts of other blocks in 1.17. You can get the moss block by trading with wandering traders or by finding them in shipwreck chests. But here's what makes this block overpowered. You take one moss block, you stick it in the ground, and you hit it with bone meal, and it grows. It takes over the grass and dirt around it, and as it's expanding, it's going crazy. And just from this one moss block, you start to get moss carpet. That's what this is right here. That's poking out. You get these azalea bushes, which is incredible, and you get a ton more moss. Then from the azalea bushes, you can bone meal one of those guys, and they'll make an azalea tree. You can get the azalea leaves. You get more azalea bushes when it falls. Some of these leaves have the flowers in it, the budding azalea. I mean, you just get so much from this one block and bone meal, and then you're in business. I mean, it's just insane just how many things from the lush caves that you get from this singular block. There's only a few things in the entire lush cave biome that you don't get with this block. That would include the glowberries, which I was just mentioning before, and the drip leaf, the baby drip leaf, and then the big drip leaf you get from the baby drip leaf, and the spore blossom, which you cannot get in survival in any way. But this one block, if you I just started with one block, and then I've used maybe a dozen bone meal, And then we have all of this. Tons of decoration can be used. It's a really cool looking texture. And you get the trees and you get the bushes. It's just a lot in this block. Is there something that you feel like hello menu, that I missed? Is there a block that you wanted me to mention, but I didn't? Well, leave it in the comments down below. Also, make sure you subscribe and follow the channel for future videos. And also, make sure that you leave a like on this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.